All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna flip the wheel around just because I want to get the inside first. And there's a line in here that I could basically work off of to know where I want to tape it up. But before I start taping, best thing to do is to clean up the area where you're gonna tape. I know this is going, you know, a little bit much. You can basically also tape up the holes, and that would work as well. And then you would only have to tape up the other side of the wheel. Oh my goodness, my balances are coming off. That is not good. I'm just gonna go ahead and tape this up the best I can. And you know what, I think I'm gonna have to use too much tape if I tape up all those holes. So that's why I'm going the way that I'm going, as to taping up basically where this line is at. And then I'm gonna just get some plastic and wrap the plastic around the whole tire. That should be okay. So this plastic is very, very, you know, long when you open it up. So that's why I'm using it this way. So that way I wrap it all around the wheel and it should be good to go. Yeah. I'm gonna show you how I do this one, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of them so that I can keep going and not waste a bunch of footage. All right, see what I mean? Plastic covered all that up. I'm gonna keep going in this direction with my plastic, wrapping it around the wheel. And plastic is a pain in the butt when it's windy, but you guys know that already. I complain about that every time I have to use plastic outside. See, I don't mind taping stuff up like this. It might take me a couple more minutes than just using those paint cards, but I don't mind taping stuff up, especially if it's going to give me the results that I want. And I don't want overspray all over the inside of my wheel, because you're going to be able to see it, and I really don't want to see that. That's going to bother me a lot. So all right, now I have some excess plastic over here. I'm just going to cut that excess off and try to make use of it on my next wheel, because we do not want to waste materials. Oh, it's windy. That costs money, and money isn't free. All right, so that looks pretty good. All right, so the whole inside of my wheel is done. I'm gonna flip the tire around. You know what, let me tape this up before I flip the tire around. Right here. All right, now I'm gonna flip the tire around after I tape this spot up over here. I want to make sure. The wind wants to be a pain in my butt now that I'm masking this off with plastic. All right, now I'm gonna flip this around. All right, here you go. So see, now the wheel's over here. Now the plastic reached all the way up to this point, right? Check it out. The plastic reaches all the way to the point of the rim. So I'm basically good to go with covering it completely up. But I am gonna tape up this edge first because it's easier. And now it might seem like double work, but it is way more professional to do it this way, where I'm taping up here first to get inside of those little grooves, and then cutting out my plastic after I do this taping up, and then taping the plastic onto the tape. That way I'm not using the razor blade to cut to kind of try to cut into the plastic through the tire. I'm actually cutting up. When I'm cutting up my plastic, I'm cutting up on the tape. And that's how I always do it when I'm cutting my plastic. Now the plastic I'm using is basically a automotive painter's plastic. It's a car cover, and that plastic can be painted on and the paint won't flake off of it, and it expands a lot, so I get a lot of usage out of this plastic. So see, I got all of this taped up now. Now I can put my plastic like this, start cutting my plastic out, and then taping it up. So look, this is what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna cut my plastic off here on my tape, and I'm gonna start taping it up right where my tape is. Now this does use a lot of tape, so I mean, make sure you have enough tape to do this. My favorite tape to actually use is the 3M automotive tape, yellow tape. It's a little expensive, but it is basically one of the best to use. Now, if you guys want, I'm gonna leave links to everything I'm using in this video in my description, so you guys can check it out. I have a link to my Amazon store in my description, so that's basically the link you're gonna see there. That way you guys can use that and check out all the stuff I'm using in this video, and anything you see me using in any other of my videos as well. Now, if you don't want to cut the plastic, you could actually just roll it back like this as well. I've done that before just to make quick work out of this. So I just rolled it up right there, and it's good to go. If it's not a lot of plastic, you can just roll it up like this, and you're good to go. There you go. I hope I have enough tape to get this done. Check it out, guys. I tuck that in, roll up the plastic. You don't really need a razor blade sometimes for stuff like this. You can just go ahead and roll it up, and I'm good to go. Now I am going to tape up this valve stem real quick, and that's all that I have left on this wheel. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the wheels. Now I can just go ahead and primer this wheel and paint it. So please, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, bye.